Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today on this Monday morning. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Chris Berg. How are you doing on this Monday?
I'm doing great. I got a short week this week, short week next week, so I am very, very happy right now. Plus, this morning I found out, we'll start with a little trivia this morning. Guess what movie came out today in 1984?
In 1984? I don't know. Do you have a hint?
What would you guess?
Give me a hint. That's the hint is
That's
what
my hint.
the color
That's all I'm
is
gonna give
the
you.
color Purple Rain.
Yeah!
Okay, I was like, see, I had to work. I was like, I think it's purple. All right.
That one I was like, okay, I'm just going to see if you can get this one because that's all I'm going to give you.
84, no,
But
that was...
Isn't that crazy?
Doesn't seem like that long ago, but...
It doesn't, but I mean, that movie was so fantastic. There was not really any, special effects, and remember him on the motorcycle, and who was his girl then who put on the back? You remember Omniscient Tony? Apollonia, yeah. Yes. Prince and the Revolution.
I remember my older sister had a Prince poster on her wall, and I think he was on a motorcycle. I'm not sure. I just know that it was Prince, and like just forever locked in my...
She probably had the Purple Rain one where he's on the motorcycle,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm sure that was...
I have to watch that, kind of that'd be a good throwback
Yeah.
Thursday movie here on a Monday.
When he comes out and does the Let's Go Crazy and the Purple Rain, like that movie was just so epic. I would have loved it. Didn't he shoot it at First Avenue? Would have been great to be in First Avenue when he shot that thing. So anyway, some fun trivia to start off a Monday.
Okay, I want to talk about your Friday because you
gosh.
posted a lot from Bemidji.
I have to say thank you to everybody in Bemidji, from Josh, who kind of helped put this whole thing together, which we'll show you in a minute. Also went to the golf course, and then we also went to Bemidji Speedway. I think we've got some pics here. As you know, I know zero about cars. I know where the gas goes, and that's about it. But we've got an incredible show coming up on Friday, and a couple stories real quick. So the front car there, at some point today, I hope you're going to see, I was driving that on a track with other cars, which was scary and fascinating. So the young man in front of that first car, guess how old he is? And he races.
18?
15.
15.
Hold on one second. Oh, is this me? So then there's another young man there.
They let you drive? Were you driving or were you in it?
There I am right there. That's me driving, and hopefully they have me. At one point, I'm spinning out completely, dust all over. See how shaky I am?
It's terrifying.
Dust goes everywhere at one point. I hope they have this in the clip, so let's keep this thing going. And what's so funny is, obviously, you're supposed to get up on the top of the curve. I'm down there like on the very bottom, and the one guy that let me drive his car, he's like, get up, and it's just, here, maybe this is where I spin out, hopefully. Oh yeah, see that?
Oh my goodness. Were you screaming? Were you terrified?
At first you're kind of like, but then,
Then you just started going again.
yeah, then you sort of at one point I got stuck. So Tanya owns it. Look how slow I'm going right there on a racetrack. I mean, that is just ridiculous. And it was so funny because I didn't know these other cars were going to be on there till later. And all of a sudden I look behind me in this car. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to even get close to this.
You were getting lapped.
Like about 8 times. So Tanya told me in some of the heats there, I mean, look at that. There's only 3 cars. Look how slow I'm going. But they have like 8 to 24 cars in a heat. And one of the interviews I did is with a young man, he's 18, and he beat his dad last weekend in a race. And he just has the greatest quote. I was like, okay, so when you got home, you got to tell me you were kind of giving Pops a bad time. And he's got a great quote in that. So it was, and here I am with my new racing crew.
You fit in there.
That was my pit crew. They were like...
Okay, maybe you do kind of stand out there a little bit.
But I got out of the car, and it was so funny because I know zilch about them, I was like, boy, even I have the bug after that.
How fun.
Yeah. And then, here I am, so I got myself stuck because I spun around. And then the best part, I did like a little social media video afterwards where I went from that into our Valley News Live Mitsubishi, and it was like going into a little toy hot box car. So anyways, thank you to everybody in Bemidji. It was a beautiful day. I had an absolute blast. Thank you for letting me get in that car, and hopefully I didn't tear up your track too bad. But when you're
the driver who lets you take his car? That's a very
I'm
brave
not even going to
soul.
say his name because I don't want to put him out there, but thank you very much. And it was great to see a lot of families that do it together and very familial. So if you want to go out, it's on Sundays, and they're doing the races.
Awesome.
It was
All
really
right. So
fun.
yeah, Chris got to do. You have vacation coming up, but you did some segments that we're going to air.
you're gonna go out
and
on
I'm
Friday,
going to
right?
get to go, live from Bemidji. So
You're going to parachute, I think, aren't you?
I think so, something like that. Go big or go home when it comes to Bemidji. So this Friday, the whole show live from Bemidji, and it's going to be a fun show.
Have you been to Bemidji much?
No, not for many
I think
years.
you told me last week. So when you go to the golf course, if you happen to go, like the golf course is right across from the big lake, and it's just, you'll see on Friday, we went up on the 10th tee box, it looks over the lake, it's
Wow.
just fantastic. So
And really not that far away for such
No.
a fun family getaway. Whether you just want to go golfing maybe as a couple or with the family as well.
it's kind of a nice drive, like you're going through the woods, and you know what I mean? So it was a really nice Friday. So thank you, Bemidji. We appreciate it.
I love that. Well, I had a busy weekend too. I told you I was planning on it. I did get over and donated blood on
did.
Friday for the Landon's Light blood drive. But also, we've been talking a ton about the blood shortage with so many of the blood drives being canceled. So I just wanted to say thank you to all the people who went out there and donated, because they said they really had a pretty good turnout. It was at West Acres Mall. So that was Friday. Saturday, I just tried to bear through that extreme humidity and heat,
Yes.
right? But I did send in a picture here, because Sunday I went out to Ladies' Day at the horse races. We've been talking, with the crew out there.
Good for
What is
you.
the announcer's name? Bubby?
Yeah, I think it was
something like
something
that.
like that, yeah.
Anyway, so it was super fun, and I made my hat right before. I should have grabbed, there was a big group of us, and obviously much fancier hats than mine, but since it was Ladies' Day, there was a good mix. The ladies were encouraged to wear big derby-style hats and dresses.
That is so great.
We had a really fun time, and we want to thank Dan for inviting us to go out there. And that's my husband, JB, as well. So he's like, well, I wasn't going to dress up, but you're like in a fancy hat and a dress. He's like, I felt like, and actually Sunday was just a beautiful day because it wasn't as humid. It was still sunny and warm, a little breeze. I think that was the last weekend, but I was going to say we did bet on some ponies.
Did you
We
make
did
some
not
money?
win.
Okay.
In fact, and we looked at some of the horses beforehand, and like the funny, I don't think this is normal, but I know one, we did bet on a horse that fell right out of the gate. We're like, that's my luck. The horse fell. It did jump up and finish the race, but it did not win. And then we were looking at another just beautiful, tall, gray, gorgeous horse. We're like, that horse is going to win. And then the jockey fell off. I didn't even know if that happened either. I think that might have happened before, but it was the same jockey that was going to be riding the beautiful horse. It was like crazy things were happening. I mean, I know the horse
The
park, they're
horses,
like, why are
though.
you telling those crazy stories? But those are the fun ones that were like, that's the one I bet money on.
They got
The
some
horse
beautiful
fell.
horses, though, don't they?
They're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I love the setting there because it's a smaller venue. There's a really great crowd, but you can go look at the horses and then go make your
Oh.
bet and then go watch the race.
Nice.
You can make your way around very easily.
How many people were there?
It's definitely a couple thousand. I mean, the stands were,
Really?
yeah, I would say. I'm not very good at calculating numbers, but it was more than last time I was there for sure. All the tents, the VIP
Ponies.
tents were full, and I should have grabbed some pictures of my niece and my sister were there, and my niece is big into horses, and she had cute little cowboy boots on, a cowboy hat.
Ah,
So
that's
lots of
sweet.
kids as well, because kids like 8 and under or 10 and under get in free. So
Yeah.
it was great to see all the kids.
and
just,
yesterday might be one of the most beautiful days in the history of North
I was
Dakota.
going to say that just being outside was,
It was unbelievable.
especially after, because I like it hot, but the humidity on Friday and Saturday, it made it
was
hard
too
to be
much.
outside.
It was too much. I want to say thanks to Mike Downs, too, the photog in Bemidji. He did just, you'll see on Friday, but he did an amazing job.
Great.
I mean, he was getting everything, and he should shoot a reality show. He was just fantastic.
Which sometimes I feel like working here is a reality show. You should just follow us around when these cameras aren't on, and then you'd see some entertaining TV.
Exactly. So that was a good weekend. All right, that's a wrap. We'll see you guys next week.
Coming up next, we have a great one. I love these segments. Cleaning hacks. No one wants to spend a lot of time cleaning, but you want to get the job done. We're going to be talking to some of our favorites next.